Hello everybody, One Shark Claw here. This is my third video on the Awesome World Tour series. So let's go, just jump right in. So just woke up from the last video. If you saw where it ended, I'm going to head right next door to I think it's my end portal building. Yeah. So down there is my end portal, and around the edges I got a bunch of dragon eggs and dragon heads. In fact, the dragon heads say, go in, go in, go in. So I just thought that was cool. I didn't actually know they had like a redstone current to them until like I built that building. Oh, I got another egg. If you've seen in my last two videos, I picked up an egg in those two as well. So no questions, will I throw it? So here's my rocket ship. I'm not gonna check it out because I don't really like the interior of it. I like the exterior better. So we're not gonna show that. And it's also in the backyard of my real house. I didn't make my real backyard, but I made a rocket ship in my backyard. So that was a cool fact. And here is my nether portal one. I got a bunch of wither skulls and such. There's a lot more blocks I could add now because of the new update, but like I said in my first video, 1.16 or 1.16 wasn't out when I filmed this. Okay, so there's a roller coaster I made. Go down here, up Mount Everest, down Mount Everest. You turn the corner, you go through Mount Everest, you go over the rainbow, off the edge, into the pot of gold, through the rainbow tunnel, and out the other end. That was like my first ever roller coaster. Okay, so up ahead, this is my haunted house. So you go in, the door is closed behind you, and you start. Oh, an arrow just shot, so that could have scared you. There's a cobweb infested dining room, and out here's my laboratory. You can't get in, and here is there's a zombie behind there, and there's a suspicious stew. Yeah. So yeah, that's the stew. But it's not a real zombie. It's just a zombie head with a leather armor on an armor stand. So over here's the bedroom. There's a creepy bed and a broken end portal. Because this is when I realized, like to make the end portal, all of the end things had to be facing like inwards or outwards. But so I just put them randomly. And sometimes I'd get a strong portal and sometimes I wouldn't. And there's evil Dr. Porkchop. And here's a ladder out of that dark and spooky hole. And yeah, now you're out. I thought it was really good when I made it. It looks like a face. Like the two windows are the eyes and the balcony is the mouth. So in here, this is my sheep shearing tower, basically. So these are full of shears and these are full of wheat. And so each floor had their color of sheep. I just realized that the orange pen had blue sheep in it as well. That's random. I didn't notice that when I was filming it. Okay. Over here, where I just pointed to, that is my, it's like my mail box place. Like, there down below, there's a bunch of paper and anvils that you could, like, write your message, and then those chickens will send it to you. Ooh, I got even more eggs. Okay. Over here, it's that's supposed to be a dog on top if you can't tell. But here's like my dog daycare. So then there's all their beds, and I gave them a little diving board with a trampoline, because I don't know, why not? And back here's like a little beach for your dogs to chillax at. And out here is my, yeah, we're going to go back here first. So here's my bank. I'm not actually going to go in it because it's supposed to be a super secure safe. So if you go inside, the whole place starts to burn down. And crystals explode and you get trapped. So here's my school. Here's my gym. So you could like swim in there. And here's my class with a bunch of like teachers they're supposed to be. I know they look weird. And then each one of these is a locker. So it's like 1 to like something. I don't know. And here is the bathroom. Gotta have the bathroom. Then if you climb that ladder, yeah, we'll climb it. Well, if you climb this ladder, it leads to the roof. And then if you go around back, there's a hidden thing back here. So you go up the big staircase all the way up to the roof. And here's a mini bell you can ring. Don't mind the gigantic bell right next to you. You don't get to ring that one. You get to ring the tiny little one. Okay, so we'll go back down here. And here is my kitchen. Like the cafeteria. So in here's like the food storage where you'd have all the food. And there's like the little cafeteria thing there. So that's where you get your food at. So then you come downstairs. And then that's that. Okay, we're going to head this way. Got a couple more buildings over here. This is my, like another animal sanctuary. I have a couple. Oop, I did throw eggs in this video. I'm gonna have to make that a tradition now. But so that was the first time I used it, like using lanterns, that update. I can't remember which one it is. Over here, this is like my super secure house. So if you climb back up here, let's see, super arrow button thingy. It shoots like so many arrows, and they're all poisoned, and you can just press that button to your heart's content. Now let's go see how many arrows did we get from that. Ooh, I can't reach that last one. Okay, so we shot it twice, and from 2 shots, we got a stack and like 4 arrows because we couldn't get a couple. So that's a lot of arrows. And here's my safe. So you go in there, but there's not a way to get out. So you go in, and the door closes behind you. Then up here is like, well, actually, I'll show you this first. So you press the button, and you can get a weapon. You press the button, you get an armor, and you press the button, and you get like an egg. That's like a dropper. Then you go in here. Oop. Okay. So then you go in here. You put the egg in whatever dispenser you got, and then it spawns out. I'm, of course, on peaceful because I don't want to have to be eating while I'm giving you guys this tour and such, so it's on peaceful so it didn't spawn. But if you got like the zombie, the carved pumpkin, and the blaze rod, that's what I'd use. Here's like a little farm. It says like this is supposed to be like my apocalypse house. So I'd go here if there's like an apocalypse. There's my bed. Out here is my chicken coop. I like that when I made it. I thought it was so cool. Then I'll just throw the eggs back in there. Oop, I forgot that was a trap. So it's a trap door that opens. I'm not going to get out of here, so yeah. But luckily we just spawned right back here. So wasn't too far away from where we were going. So that's the end of that. So over here, where I showed you my actual house in the last video. Then if we go across here, I think we're gonna, I don't know where we're gonna go. Okay, so this is like the island my house is built on. It's built on like a secluded island, but I turned it kind of not into an island anymore. Over here is Trump's wall. So here is the door, come in, or up top it says, or it says climb over the vine, and up top it says welcome to America, and through the door it says welcome to America. I don't know, I thought I was such a funny person when I made that. Here's my movie theater. So you can get tickets here. There's all the tickets. Then if you go through here, then here's like the theater. It's actually not really a movie theater, it's more like a play theater. So then through here's like all this concessions. So there's a popcorn thing. I used to put people in all my buildings, like just Steve's, but then I didn't anymore. And then out here, that's another way you can go through. I just went through the employees only booth. Like I said in a couple of videos ago, I used to use a lot of glowstone, so that was proof of it. There was some pretty massive amount of glowstone. Okay, we're gonna go. So down here, that leads to the bottom of the world. I broke bedrock, and so you'll just die if you go through there. So don't go through there unless that's your last wishes. Here's my grocery store. So you can buy food in here. There's all these different foods on the shelves. Here is the frozen food. Sorry, I got a yawn. So that was like a fridge with the guy opening it. And then here's the baked goods. So that guy's like pulling out bread. I wish the armor stands had arms, because they don't in the version I built this in, because I play on computer, not like Xbox or Bedrock. Pretty sure those editions, they have arms. So we'll show you my farmhouse next. You see I'm walking right next to it. Of course I didn't make that jump. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't even sprint. Wow. So here's my farm factory. So here's all the different things you can farm in my thing. They're empty because you're supposed to put it in here. They've added a lot more farming stuff since I made this, so I could update this, but I got it pretty complete. Then the outside's also a farm. Like the outside, there's like sugar cane, and up top there's wheat. This is my airport. This one took me forever to make. So that one says, please turn in, the sign said, please turn in your baggage first, like your luggage. So if you go over here, then you can pick the person. You're supposed to go to the farthest one first, or else you get the jam. So you give it to him, which you really don't. You just have to put it in yourself. Let's see, what are we going to put in here? Let's put in an arrow of poison, because yeah, and then they would shove it along, but since they're not sentient beings, I have to. So you go back throughout the queue. There's no exit queue, so you have to walk right next to people, which they probably will not like. Then you're supposed to have nothing in your inventory, but I want to keep my stuff on me. So then we turned in our luggage so we can go through the x-ray machine, and normally the alarms would be blaring because I had all that. So then you would put something in here, and it'd go across, and then you just send it back. Over here is this my, I think this is just my general food store. So you can just get food. There's like pumpkin pie, cake. Then up here, there's a bunch of people sitting down. I think I have like a McDonald's or pizza place up here. I have no idea what's up here. Well, first let's go to the roof. Actually, no, I'll show you this first. So, oh yeah, it's just pizza. So, here's like the oven. And then if you press it, you get pizza. Of course, there's pumpkin pie, but it looks like pizza, right? Right? Guys, it looks like pizza. You should have it be pizza. Okay, so you go to the roof, and you can get on my helicopter and go rob my bank with it. Just kidding. Please do not rob my bank. Robbing bank is wrong, kids. Do not do it. Adults, you have your own free will. You go through here. This leads to my airplane. I'm just like re-looking at this world. I hate how much glowstone I've used. I just use glowstone like crazy. I didn't even try to hide it. I just put it plain. Like, look at that. Basically, the entire roof is glowstone. Here's the bathroom, and if you go back here, this is where you keep the luggage. And there's my arrow of poison. So then you can, yeah, so that was that. And you can come out of my airplane. My airplane's a little fat. It's got a big middle section. So doesn't look very good. Okay, we're gonna go back downstairs and whoa, why'd the minecart come off the track? Oh, it's because I left that lever down. It kind of like shot off. I'll fix that later if I ever come back to this world. So we come out here and what are we gonna go tour next? Yeah, let's tour this. So this section right here, right to the right, is my park. It's like a hidden park, so nobody knows where it is. You're supposed to, the only way to get in is to swim through the water. See where it's at? Oh, right there. So you swim through, and then you appear here, and then you can come out into a pond hidden underneath. And this is the first time I ever used a campfire. Before we had to use the thing like I used in my pizza place. So here's a slide. Way to get out is there. Here's my swing. It has ropes because there's rabbits down below and they have their own little house. And there was a maze in here. And there's like a sandcastle. Let's see. Can I do parkour? That's the real question. Ooh, yes, did it. Okay, so now let's just jump in. And of course I missed the water. So let's go check up here. I originally had a treehouse there. Didn't like it, destroyed it. Made a second treehouse. Didn't like it, destroyed it. And I started a third one and then just never fixed it. Okay, so we're going to go in here. And that was my bookshop. But I actually am going to end it here. Because I don't want this video to go too long. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!